with the ladies, hit the bone with my homies. Remember late nights in the closet making songs with my woodies. Now we partying in condos in the middle of the day. We got weed, we got women, we got pizza and rosé. Pool on the roof.
Welcome to Solar Culture Season 3 finale. Okay, I'm Fox Steph here in the Hookah Vibez shop in Miami, Florida. A lounge where you can relax, kick back, and restock on some supplies. You know them supplies, all right? But I'm truly here to interview a fire rap artist. Matter of fact, they call him the Brown Sub Hope. D-Mac, how you feeling?
I'm fine, how you doing?
Good. Now the album out, stay warm. How you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good. Got some good feedback so far. I'm about to start dropping the visuals next week, so.
Ooh, okay. You've been buzzing and bubbling over the years. Are you still doing it independently or you signed what?
Independent. I'm taking the all money in right.
Wow, okay. All right, TMC. Now, how'd you get the name D-Mac?
It's just a combination of my first and last name.
Really?
But my grandfather goes by the name of Max, and that's what everybody called me, Lil Mac, growing up. So it just stuck.
That's what's up. It's crazy that, you're doing the independent thing. You're actually one of the few, if not the only, I consider backpack rapper to come out of Brown Sub, let alone Miami, and just gain so much substantial buzz.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Do you consider yourself a backpack rapper? Or who would be a backpack rapper?
That's a good question. I don't really know. I know I'm not. I don't really consider myself a street rapper. I'm not a street rapper. I'm a rapper from the streets. There's a difference.
Well, it's not really a backpack rapper can be a street rapper as well, but it's like I feel like J. Cole was a backpack rapper.
Yeah, they always bring him up and they took him.
Ooh, nah, that's not a bad thing.
No, that's not a bad thing. If it's gonna be somebody, I'd rather it be that.
Now, you're a freestyle killer, all right? You dropped a couple of freestyles, and you dropped a couple of tapes over the years.
Yeah, that's
How many did you release? Can you even count?
Let's see. Original, the first impression in 2010. That's when I first started getting my buzz. The song called My Will. It kind of went viral before viral was the thing. And then 2012, Date with Destiny. And then 2014, Dear Destiny. 2016, Destiny.
Putting in work.
Yeah, and then now Stay Warm. In between that, I dropped a bunch of freestyles with all the DJs in Miami and stuff like that. That's how I kept my name, circulating.
Now, you probably definitely did that with the Mac Mondays.
Yeah, the Mac Mondays.
You still do that, or that was just for a little compilation?
I want to get back to it.
Those were dope.
I want to get back to it, but it's kind of harder now to get DJs on board. I don't really think people really understood what I was trying to do when I was doing it at the time. And yeah, freestyle, I don't know, it's just harder now. The platforms now, everything is switched up, it's so spread out. You got some people that rock with SoundCloud, you got some people that rock with Apple Music.
It's so split up.
It's so split up. And you can't really put the freestyles on Apple Music and stuff like that. So
right.
I'd rather just stick to original. Now, I'm gonna put if I do bring it back, which I've been thinking about it, it'll be on original beats. It probably won't be no instrument.
You dropped your first project in 2010. Yeah. Since we coming to the end of the decade, isn't that crazy? Yeah, that is crazy.
It's a new decade on the way.
Right. So since we coming to the end of the decade, did you at any time feel like you weren't, or your style of rap may not fit in with where the industry or the game was going, like between, especially that time with the little Uzis and little pumps and stuff? Did you ever feel like, oh no, I don't know if this is gonna be my vibe?
All the time, honestly.
Really? You feel out of place all the time?
From the beginning, when I first started, I was doing so much stuff before people was doing it, so a lot of people didn't really understand it. Like, for example, the mixtape Dear Destiny, that was in 2014. I was putting out the project was all 90s R&B samples. I was shopping it around. That's when I was still trying to get a major label deal. I was shopping it around. I sat down with so many A&Rs from different labels, and they just didn't get it. And I look in 2019, and Tory Lanez just put out a whole project doing the same exact thing.
Do you ever run into any copyright issues with the samples and stuff? Cause you love to use old school samples.
I ran into one problem, but it was a Jay-Z sample that I ran into.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Why you try to play him?
No, I was really trying to get them cleared, but it's just such a long process, especially when you're indie. It takes forever, and what happens is once you hit a certain number on streams, they're gonna come holler at you, and that's what happened with that record.
Right.
So they came and hollered at me. I think it's like 50,000 streams, like 50,000 streams. People started looking into the song.
I guess it means well, because it's like you got the attention, but you know.
Yeah.
You ever felt compelled to like make more club songs, or you just do you?
Yeah, I just do whatever I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't really get. I move so much in and out of town. I don't really pay attention to the climate of the actual local Miami scene.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have any success in this city, you got to be in the club. But I'm away from home so much that I don't really focus on that part. And plus, I just try to make music that's true to me.
Big dog talk. We gonna get into big dog, but wait, hold on. Y'all didn't hear him. He said, "I'm away from home so much." What? That's code for traveling. What's up?
Yeah, I live in Atlanta. That's where I say I live in Atlanta because that's where I spend most of my time at. But I'm never home. I'm never in Miami.
How you change up on the Florida oranges for the Georgia peaches like that? How you do us like that? That's crazy.
I met some important people in Atlanta.
Like a business move.
Yeah, it was like a business.
Okay, understandable.
That's where the resources at. So that's where I'm at.
That traffic crazy up there, right?
Oh,
they say everybody moves up there, man.
It's terrible. It's the worst. It's the worst thing ever.
Okay, so before we get into the album or whatever, let's backtrack a little bit. Okay. Now, you do use a lot of old school samples. It's pretty cool. Like, right. What influenced
I just
that?
try to do things first. I try to look at where the game is right now and what it's going to be like a year from now. Like I said, when I was doing that project in 2014, I was looking at what was next. I was trying to figure out what was going to be next. Because when you're independent artist, you can't go in with the idea of doing what's going on right then at the moment, because your grind is going to be a longer process than somebody with a machine. So you have to be thinking like, all right, while I'm making this song, will this song sound how it sounds right now a year from now? So that's what I go in when I make songs. That's what I go in. I'm thinking ahead every time.
That's what's up. Yeah, you got to think like that, because a lot of this is like fast food that be out here on this radio. Okay, now, surprisingly enough, I mentioned he the Brown Sub poet. All right. Now, if you know, you know. That's all I got to say. But from Brown Sub to Turner Tech, how did that happen? I don't know.
Okay.
Now, if you don't know, Jackson and the West.
And Miami Springs.
That didn't suffice.
Nah, what happened was I grew up in this program called I Have a Dream Foundation. Oh. And basically this program said they got a bunch of us at Drew. I went to school in the city too. I went to Drew, and basically everybody in that class, the whole class of the second grade class, if you graduate high school, you get a free ride in college. So basically, what happened was, as I'm growing up, I grew up with the same friends. By the time we hit high school, their whole mission was to split us up because they wanted to make sure that we finished high school because we was terrorists. By the time we was in the 8th grade, we was terrorists. So they made sure they split us up. So the first day of school, I actually went to Northwestern thinking that that's where I was, and it was like, So I ended up at Turner Tech, and it worked out because as we start stepping into the 10th, 11th grade, a couple of my friends dropped out, a couple of them went to prison, a couple of them died. It's just
So it was a good thing that you didn't stick to.
Actually, it probably saved me, to be honest.
Okay, and see how important programs are because it gave opportunities like a free ride to college?
Yeah, I didn't utilize it though.
Nah, y'all know these loans. Okay. All right. But what was it like going to Turner Tech though? It was like y'all don't even have a football team. What is that about?
It was different.
Was it different from the environment of Brown Sub, but it was pretty much the same?
Yeah, I was a little rough around the edges when I was in school. I was the oddball, but it was a great experience because it was a great experience because when you in Brown Sub and when you go to Charles Drew, all I was ever around was kids from the projects. That's it, like people that was just like me. Mm-hmm. But then when I went to Turner Tech, it was the first time I met Haitians. It was the first time I was around Spanish kids and stuff like that. So I started learning about different cultures.
Now, were you signed to or a part of a camp called Straight Drop Records?
Yeah, I used to run Straight Drop. The CEO June heard somebody let him hear some of the songs off my first mixtape. Like I said, it was buzzing. That mixtape took off fast. Like the first DJ to ever play my song ever in any club was Sam Sneak. So it was like the top of the top. And then a couple weeks after it came out, the song was on the radio and it was moving fast. And he, the CEO of Straight Drop, he caught wind of me. He hollered at me and I was rocking with them. And yeah, it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. After a few years, it just didn't work out.
Okay. Is that record label still around?
Yeah, they had from what I know, they had Chaotic.
Oh,
blew
okay.
Chaotic up, yeah.
Yeah. I heard about it.
Yeah. Straight Drop blew Chaotic up, and I think dang, what's the boy name? From Opalaka. From Opalaka.
Bushy B?
Not Bushy B, the other one.
Briscoe though.
No. He young. Don't worry about it.
I gotta brush up on my Opalaka folks.
Yeah, but he tight though. He street rapper.
Okay.
He spitting that shit.
You ever dated a stripper?
No, why you asking that?
You grew up in Miami. You know I had to.
No, I never dated a stripper.
No.
I'm not really a strip club guy.
Oh really?
Nah, to be honest, I'm kind of spoiled. I kind of missed the whole strip club wave because, like I said,
Why you feel like that?
I put my first mixtape out in 2010, and I started rocking with Straight Drop, and shit, I was in Live. I was in Live before it became like the thing. I was already on the beach.
On Monday.
I was in the beach. Live on Sunday, KOD Monday. I was on the beach. KOD, I did KOD. I used to be in KOD Fight Night a lot. Shout out to Nibby. Shout out to my girl Nibby. That's my.
You know, you can listen to your music, and I want to say, I could guess your favorite rapper is Jay-Z.
Nas.
Or is it Andre? What? Nas.
I love Jay-Z though, but Nas my favorite rapper.
Really?
Nas my favorite rapper.
Why is he your favorite rapper?
The stories that he tells and the way that he rhymes. I'm really into storytelling music.
Mm-hmm.
This last project don't really show that, but my past project showed that I really love the craft of storytelling. That's my favorite kind of rap.
So out of Tupac and Biggie, I'm jumping all over the place, but Biggie more of a storyteller, so they say. I feel like they both were, but
yeah, they both were. I ain't gonna lie, I was Biggie.
Really?
I was Biggie.
Okay.
Cause I just like fly shit, and Biggie used to be on some fly shit.
Okay.